Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, man.
Yeah, man. So it's been a while, man. I know you guys can hear my voice a little raspy. We were talking basketball and shit off camera. Now I'm all raspy now.
Tell them what we were debating, man.
Oh, well, we don't need to get into all that.
It's like it was a little fantasy matchup between.
Well, it started before you go there. It started with Allen Iverson possibly going to the Nets.
Which is
ridiculous.
I don't think that's a thing.
I hope not.
Because little fantasy matchup between like the Warriors with KD, the 2018-19 Warriors versus the Chicago Bulls when they won 72.
My Bulls.
Yeah.
You know. But
so, anyway,
so
it's not a sports channel, so we won't go into
that was a long conversation. So, but that's why I'm a little raspy.
Ryan's hoarse.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoarse too as a result of it.
But getting back to Rush, man, obviously Rush has made such a big impact on us on this channel, man. How many songs have we done?
Spirit of Radio.
La Villa Strangiato, Limelight, 2112.
Yes.
YYZ, right? Is it YYZ?
YYZ?
That's right, YYZ.
Working Man.
Working Man!
That's my shit.
Dude, I still bang that to this day, boy.
And I know they hate that because it was before the great Neil Peart joined the band. I love that.
Dude, that song is incredible. It's so good that even I was bumping that the other day in the rip, and my girl was like, "What's this again?" And I was like, "That's Rush." She's like, "Yeah, that shit is off the chain." She went to it.
Yeah, dude,
so let me go ahead and add that because that shit is hot.
Rush fans are like, that was before Neil Peart.
But that shit is hot, though.
Sorry.
That shit is hot.
Yeah, from like 2021, no one that didn't grow up with rock as prevalent in their in their listening, catalog perspective.
That shit is
that song is hot. Now we chose Freewill, man, to get back to the Great Rush. It was between Subdivisions and Freewill because we just know Subdivisions has been a big request. We know Freewill has been a huge request. And when we went back on YouTube and we tried to go back as far as we could, and it was just back and forth between these two. And we know on Patreon these two have also been requested, so almost like alternating from one week to the next. One's getting more shine than the other, so we didn't really know. We just chose Freewill. You know what I'm saying? So this is the one. It's off the Permanent Waves album that came out in 1980, and we did Spirit of Radio off this album, I believe, as well. Did we do anything else off this album?
Let's take a look. So that's it. We did Spirit of Radio, and then now we're doing Freewill off the same album.
Yep. So there we go. That was in 1980. So we've and then we didn't mention that we did the Neil Peart. For those of you who hadn't seen this one, the Neil Peart drum
That's true.
solo that he did live as well.
Yep.
So Rush has definitely made one of those bands that made a huge impact on the channel. Has done wonders for the channel and on us.
So I'm hoping that I love this song. I'm hoping.
We'll see. We'll see, bro. And then Xanadu too. We did the live Xanadu for Rush. I'm just thinking about all the stuff we've done. I think we did live Xanadu as well. I think that's on still. I don't know if we released that to YouTube. I think that's still only on Patreon. So yeah, man. Yeah, Rush has gotten a lot of burn. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to it. Rush, Freewill. right there. I ain't gonna say too much. I just want to run that transition. How they run right into the transition right there. Damn. Rest in peace, man. Neil was such a menace, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to focus on something other than the drumming. Neil was just a menace, man.
Yeah, man. God. But you know what I love though, man, and this is the same thing I like about Tool is the way they do their transitions. Yeah. It's not just it's proggy and it's got the the odd time signature things going on within the music, but it's how you do it, And we've said that a lot in other videos, man, but one of the things that I really want to make clear is I think we can all get caught up in the actual transition and the skill and the showmanship and how they did it, right? Mm-hmm. But it's also how it sounds too. It's not just so much the technical aspect of doing the transition, because there's a lot of songs that technically is right, but do you like the way it sounds? Mm-hmm. If it doesn't come off pleasing to the ear, it's you technically did it right. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like the shit, if no one likes it, what good is it? Yeah. That's one of the things I think certain bands do a really good job of. And I think Rush is kind of like the pioneers in those transitions. Absolutely. How you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I look at their transitions. It's almost like a Trojan horse with how they transition you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just very sort of hidden almost. It almost feels like you're not anticipating exactly when they're going to do it. You always marvel at the fact that they can pull it off in a way that doesn't seem so predictable as well.
Super smooth.
Yeah, man. Jesus. It was just, so the drumming in this is what's really grabbing me. The vocals, again, I know the vocals are that's in a lot of people's opinions, and I happen to agree with these people that think this. The vocals, I think, for Rush can be a little on the corny side to me, to be honest with you, just the way it sounds, this sort of like it could be in Fraggle Rock or some shit. Not Fraggle Rock.
What the fuck is Fraggle Rock?
What?
What the fuck is that? Is that a Disney movie?
Nah, it was a little show. Actually, to be real with you,
is this Rush?
Nah.
Fraggle Rock, huh?
But can't you see Geddy Lee having some shit? You can see him laying some vocals down on it with significantly better instrumentation on it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, shout out to everybody that knows about Fraggle Rock. You know what I'm saying? That was an old school. What is it? Fraggle Rock, was that early 90s?
I don't know. I learned something new
80s.
every day.
Let me see.
Learn something new every day.
Fraggle Rock was 80s, right? Yeah, it looks like I think they started around 83, man. That's a good year. I think they started around that time, man. Okay. Anyway, sorry for the distraction here. But I just think that his
it would go good with the Muppets here.
Yeah, that his voice to me, again, when I'm listening to music, it's a style that I think it would work really well for animation. But when I'm listening to music in my own spare time, I just think his vocals just come off a bit on the corny side. To be honest with you, cheesy side. So that is taking away from the song. But when you hone in, and Rush is one of those bands, man, that I look forward. Because I don't always look forward to honing in on what's happening in the music. Yeah, I got you. With them, I do. You know what I mean? So the drumming in this, excellent. Even how it started off bass-wise was excellent in this. Even though I'm going at Geddy Lee for the vocals, shout out to Geddy Lee on that damn bass, though, bruh.
That just had me dying. For some reason, that just stood out to me.
Oh, man. All right, man. Let's get back to it, man.
A victim of venomous fate. Kicked in the face. You can pray for a place in heaven's unearthly estate. You can choose a ray guiding some celestial voice. If you choose not to
Yeah, dude.
Right here, this section.
It's just like a good old-fashioned jam session right here, boy. Let's just jam out and just kill it. Even the bass, though, right?
The bass
is nasty, too.
crazy.
But I will say, though, George, man, and I don't know if you know where I'm going to go with this, man, but I do wish we could get like a remastered version, though, man. I really do. I really do, man. And I hate to go there again, guys. I know you guys hate when I say this, but geez, man, it's so hard for me sometimes.
We gotta get Godsmack's. They're gonna hate that.
Yeah, I know.
This is a joke. It's a joke, guys.
But, you know, all jokes aside, though, man, Godsmack really is. I really go back to them a lot.
I can verify this.
Yeah.
Ryan's been listening to some Godsmack.
Yeah, man.
Hey, it is what it is,
But
man.
we'll save that for another video.
Yeah.
But the moral of the story, though, man, I know I'm making jokes and stuff, but I really, when I'm listening to certain things, even like when you look at the Sabbathon that we did for Black Sabbath, I love the music itself, and Rush, I love the music itself and what's happening in the music. I'm like, yeah, you got it. Game has to recognize game.
Yes.
Basically what that means is I have to give credit where credit's due. And so skill-wise, it's great, and I love it. It still lacks the punch, though, and the depth. I really wish they could go back in the studio and just maybe, I don't know, maybe just do a Ryan remix and just, just make it a little bit more depth and, and just, get in the studio and make it a little bit more, have a little bit more punch, It don't need to be. It don't.
That's what I like, actually.
I do like that, but it doesn't.
No, you
need
hate
it.
that.
The distorted bass. Oh, no, I don't like
I heard a
distorted.
dude in a Walmart parking lot the other day,
And that shit sound like trash.
All I heard was him go by and his windows were rattling. And so everybody looked at his car like, dude, they ain't getting fucked.
I now know why young people hated me when I was young.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, I now know why old people hated me when I was young.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it was just ridiculous. But the bottom line is, dude, they're killing it. I mean, from a musical standpoint, I love it. I just wish it just, it was just a remastered copy that was a little bit more, because technology is a lot better now. So you can really probably get in there and upscale it, for lack of a better term, how they do with old movies.
Yeah.
And on like Netflix and stuff like that, they upscale. You can clearly see that this movie was made, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but they can do some kind of upscaling to kind of just remaster it a little bit.
Yes.
So
I get what you're saying, though.
So I wish that they had a version like that, but it obviously there's nothing wrong with it. It's great in its own right. This is a great, phenomenal band, but I just wish that it had a little bit more.
Punch to it.
Yeah, when you're listening to it,
Yeah. But this section, man, is excellent, and I had to stop it because the way that they merge just traditional jazz, you know what I mean? Like, and we know, as we've studied on Neil Peart, he was just a student of the game. He's just jazz. I think his mentor was a jazz drummer from what I remember as well.
I think you're right.
You could just hear it. You could
Yep.
And then they come in with the solo as well, in addition to the bass just going crazy. So the way they merge jazz and rock it out,
crazy.
The way they're doing it in this section is just incredible, man. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, let's run out.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's bring it on.
In our face, you can pray for a place in heaven's unearthly estate. You can choose a very guide and senseless choice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from
One more pause, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to let it rock for a minute, man. I love the fact that he can incorporate like a freestyle. Yeah, Neil can incorporate like a little bit added type of flair, for lack of a better, but it's more than flair, because flair could be like throwing a stick in the air. But I'm saying from a musical standpoint, it's a little bit more flair and adding different drumming patterns within the groove.
Yes.
I love that, because I feel like, again, when we talk about skill, people can probably show something that you could probably do something from a skill standpoint that's very, very high difficulty level, but the shit don't sound good. He's able to do that shit and do it at such a high level, and it still sounds musical.
Yes.
It's still within pocket of the original groove. It's not like you're fucking, doing some shit that to show that you can play, but it's taken away from the song.
Right.
I don't ever hear that when it comes in. So,
I agree. That's a great point, man. And when you think of like a lot of some of the modern music, sometimes it sounds very bland in comparison when there's and like we get ambiance and creating an ambient sound and all. So we get all those ways of trying to to create music. But oftentimes you do get the feeling like, damn, what? Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more in the drumming, a little bit more.
Yep.
In terms of just maybe an extra transition or two, because of just the foundation of groups like this, that from what they set in music. So, fire.
You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will.
Yeah.
That was nasty.
Real nasty.
Nasty.
And he's like the tandem with the bass is nasty.
And then he starts this rock that solo.
Crazy. The guitar is not playing around either. Yeah, that's nasty. It's nasty, dude.
Yo, come on.
And,
What?
And they bring that right back to the original groove. It sounds like they're going back into that original groove. I think that's what it sounded like. Nasty. But shout out to Alex. I think it's Lifeson. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. But it looks like the guitarist on this. He was getting off too. So shout out to him too.
Everybody, whoever was responsible for the solo, obviously Geddy Lee on the bass and Neil on the drums is crazy. But that solo intertwined in between all of that as well.
Yeah, man.
Was so nasty, man. And I know one of the first things that you guys said when we first started doing Rush, and it was something that we would always see in the comments. They're like, you guys would always say, keep in mind, guys, that this is only 3 guys.
Yeah.
3 guys being able to create all this, man. And I think that section right there really paints the picture very well, like how impressive that this is.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To hear all of that, all of the intricacies that was going on right in this sort of jazzy / rocked out section. And I think it was just illustrated really well how impressive it is for 3 guys to do that much.
That is incredible.
That much skill, and it was amazing.
It's incredible. But I would recommend a 4th mixer though to remaster it. The 4th guy to remaster. Just that would be my recommendation. No, I'm just joking. No, that's just a joke, guy. That's just a joke.
He won't let up.
That's just a joke. Amazing. I'm just fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
Before remember me, I'm just here to mix the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up out of here real quick. Let me just mix it. But all jokes aside, man. It's this section is
incredible.
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 How they transitioned into it, the section itself, and then how they got back into the groove. Again, just masters at work, man. Masters at work. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, it's just yeah, and that was nasty. That's like their signature though.
Each of us, a sound number one is imperfect and incomplete. Should not be blessed with uncertainties, unfortunate that's for movie.
I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth right now, but I'm gonna go back and listen to those songs again. I know Working Man is just on the eternal playlist. I play Working Man literally all. That's by far the most played Rush song, and actually Tom Sawyer's on my playlist as well.
Yeah, Tom Sawyer.
We've heard Tom Sawyer. That's why we haven't done a reaction.
That shit is incredible.
We love Tom Sawyer. That and Working Man are the two most top played. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't have it. That shit is so nasty.
That's the one. Nasty. That's the one. I wish we didn't hear that one.
Yeah, me too.
I really wish, because that would have been a great reaction.
Yeah, because that shit is nasty.
We love that one. That really felt like skill wise, man. It's up there, man. That in terms of just the technical.
Yeah.
Just it was sharp in terms of just the lyrics. It's the what did I tell? I told Ryan, it's like the this is the atheism handbook or something. And the lyrics, it looks like.
Not my favorite song that I've heard from them so far. But I will say from a skills standpoint, yes, it's incredible, but not a song that I feel is incredible, if that makes sense. I feel like what they did in the song is incredible. I don't think the song in its totality is an incredible song, though, for me. But that, to me, is not a knock against them. That's even more shows how great they are, because for me to say something like that, for me to see the skill, and for me to appreciate what's happening in this song, even though I don't like the song, is saying that this band is pretty fucking dope.
Yep.
It's not a lot of bands I can say that about. I can appreciate skill in other bands and still think the song is just trash. I don't think this song is trash. It's a good song. I just don't like it in its totality, but it's still a good song. If someone said, hey man, Freewill is one of my best songs of all times, I'd be like, yeah, I can see why. Because it's not in a lot of bands that I can go back to and listen to a song that I don't like, but still appreciate. And I could do that with Rush all day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. They make you hone in on their stuff.
Right.
Man.
Because if I don't like the song, I'm not revisiting it. But I'll revisit songs that I technically don't like from it, because I'll revisit the song and I don't technically like the song, but what's happening in the song, I do like. So I can do that with Rush. Hopefully that's clear. I feel like that's not clear.
You get the feeling that with Rush, you can get the feeling like with Rush, it's just that they're to be studied. It feels like, you know. I feel like if you were teaching someone an advanced course on drumming and or bass work, and just teaching students who are advanced in music, this is what you would play for them. You see how they did this here. This is just to really
exactly
show them how to maximize their talent,
like hone in on it.
Yeah, it's that's just what this was for me. But just to end it though,
this shit is fire though.
Monday warrior.
In this voice, don't even bother. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, this is nasty. I love his voice in this one. In this one, I love his voice. Yeah, the nervous. Yeah, this is nasty. Yeah, they just, and all the transitions is just nasty. It's just nasty. George on for the whole song. Yeah, it's nasty.
I just wanted to leave. I wanted to leave
on a high note.
High note for Rush, man. Don't ever get it effed up, man.
Yeah.
Just because the song may not, blow us away in terms of
That
being on
shit's
the play.
high, though.
That is eternal playlist. That and Working Man for me are the top two Rush songs that I consistently go back to
Just
all
nasty.
the time, man.
Nasty.
Love that song, man.
They just destroyed that song.
Subdivisions is another one that you guys have been saying that you want us to get to. Maybe we'll get to that one next. Give us some suggestions in the comments. But we just felt that we would do for another Rush song, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. That's the end of the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. It will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. Also, along with information regarding our sponsor. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.
We out.